What do we have? The testing 1, 2, 3. No, that's not there. Oh, testing 1, 2, 3. No, that's not there. Testing 1, 2, 3. No, that's not there. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. I had a tab open. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 05.28.2025. Current time is 0603 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, where I live and reside. And we are here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 05.28.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. Only thing is, I have no coffee in hand. The coffee's still being made. I forgot to hit the button. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Look at this chat here. Oh, my God. We start on time, and you guys are gangbusters coming out of the chat. Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl, saying good morning. And we have Thamer coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the Twitch, and also Captain Rehab. Holy God, Captain Rehab, you're right here at the very beginning. Oh my God, how you doing, Captain Rehab? Appreciate you being on last night. Same with you, Thamer, last night. And let's see, Thamer saying hi to Tina. Captain Rehab saying hi to Auntie Tina. Was he? Oh, you forgot. Oh, you fat fingered it. Yeah, Tina. Yeah, we knew what you meant. Captain Rehab. And Captain Rehab saying hi to Thamer. And Thamer saying back to on the Twitch as far as that goes to Captain Rehab. And oh my goodness, where I had a tab open on the Surface 3. And Tina saying good morning to the nephew. That would be Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab says good morning. Lore, hey, Lore. Lore's here from Norway. How you doing, Lore? Good morning. Glad to have you here, sir. Good to have you here. And Captain Rehab saying hi to Jack. And Jack is sitting up there as far as that goes. And Lore's got the coffee. I'm waiting for the coffee. Is the coffee ready yet? Okay, not quite. I forgot to... Tina saying hi to Lore. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. Those people in the chat, if you're watching this on the various platforms, they're coming in. I'm posting this because they're chatting over there on Twitch, which is one of 7 platforms that we're broadcasting to. A network of 7 platforms we broadcast. And you have this delusional old man. So I've been told. No, I just jest. I just have fun. That's water under the bridge as far as that goes. So it's just having fun with it. But I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay for all social media platforms. My main place of posting. There's one place I was having trouble posting to today, so I'm not going to be posting on that site for a little bit to see what's going on. But we post on a number of platforms. If you want to see it, just look at the links at the various platforms you're on, as well as if you Google at Fireman Rich. We're on Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich, which let's see if we are broadcasting there. We should be. That's one of 7. The Real Fireman Rich on. And we have good audio there. Good audio, and we are cranking over there. And we are also on, I forgot to bring up Kick. We're on Kick also. Why I don't know, but I'm on Kick. It's sort of how can I put it? It's sort of similar to Twitch, I guess. It's it's an unofficial spin-off, I guess I would say. The people weren't happy, so they made their own platform. It's coming along. It's not bad. I like it. It's okay over there, and. We have nobody over on Twitch. Hold on, let me bring up the creator dashboard. Oh, we have one viewer. We have one viewer over on Twitch. I'm not sure on X Live or on Facebook, and on X Live, we're over there. These are the 3 platforms I have to go to. We have 0 viewers. We had 20 28 viewers on there last night during the broadcast. I had a broadcast last night, which is part of a great day I had yesterday. I hope everybody had a great day yesterday. I did. Had a walk, got a haircut down there in Waverly. Saw Pat and the gang. I haven't gone to an official barber. See, it's a nice haircut. So it's like, I like it. I got some bangs instead of the buzz cut. But it's the one thing they can do that the missus can't do. They can trim tightly along the edges there. And for my event that we're going to, I guess, this week. And so I got to look spiffy in my new suit and all that. So I went and saw Pat and the gang. It's still $15 for a haircut. I'm pulling out a 20 and an extra 5 for a tip. And because I had been there, I only been there once after COVID and stuff. But Pat still remembered me. You know, he's a good part. What's the name of the barbershop down there? Waverly Barbershop. I got to give him a plug. He's a good bunch of guys. It's an old school Waverly Barbershop. The train station. Or no, Broad Street Barber. It used to be called the train station barbershop. It's the Broad Street Barbershop in Waverly, New York, on 403 Broad Street. Just give them an unofficial shout out. I like as far as Pat and the gang there. And let's see if we can bring up his. Does he have a web page? He's got a Facebook. Let's see. Oh, there's Pat. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring this up. It was good seeing Pat, but still, I pulled the barber. I didn't get Pat. He's always he's got a people. You know, he had somebody. They had 3 barbers there. He can have as many as 6 barbers in his barbershop. He has 6 chairs, and what is it? Let's see. What am I doing here? But Pat is a longtime resident of the Tioga County area. He's a great guy. And let's see, there's his Facebook. There's Pat. He's with the kids there. I think that might have been the kid I saw but he has 6 barbers. Let me bring this up here. I didn't bring it up yet. Okay, here we go. There's Pat, Broad Street Barbershop. And give him so it's I'm going to probably go back there again. It's only, like I said, I was taking a 20 out, an extra 5 for a tip. And I go, how much is a haircut now? And it says $15. I said, $15? I'm looking over at Pat, and Pat just smiles. Yeah, if I charge any more than $15 in this town, I'm not going to be making any money. So okay. So the barber got a $10 tip as far as I'm concerned. He gave me a great haircut. So I had a pleasant experience there. It's an old school barbershop. It's a barbershop. You sit there, and he had the 2 dogs were there. One dog came over. There was a kid getting ready to have his haircut, and let's see. There's Pat right there. Pat, he's a great guy. Great guy. $15 would be cheap here. You are talking 50. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Laura. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about as far as that goes. Let's see, backtracking on the chat. Laura saying hi to Tina. I didn't want that. Laura saying hi to Tina. And Tina says, you have to get your cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm going to get my cup of coffee after I give this plug to Pat and the Broad Street Barber. And Laura said, I always cut my own hair. Not going to pay for it. Well, I have since I went to, like I said, last time I was here or went there was right after COVID. They lifted the COVID restrictions. I went there, got a haircut. But since then, the missus has been giving me because of the event that we're going to be attending this week. Me and the missus, I have to look pretty decent. So I had to get. She says I needed to go to the barbershop to get a good haircut. And like Laura said, over there in Norway, $15 would be cheap. I tell you, he gives a good haircut. I like it. You know, even the missus was impressed with it as far as that goes. And Tina says, that's cool. My grandpa owned a barbershop. Yeah, this is old school. They got the old school barber. He gives a regular haircut, nothing fancy, dancy, and as far as that goes. And let's see, what else has he got here? There, the kid gives first haircut. Oh, that's the guy. The guy on the left. That's the guy that gave me. That's Stu. That's the guy that gave me the haircut yesterday. He's the guy that got the $10 tip. That's Stu. But you can see inside. There's one of the dogs. That's a dog I petted. I can't remember his name or her name. But this kid getting his first haircut. So I'm not sure what that is. There's a couple guys there, I guess, getting ready to have a haircut. But you can see that they got the old barber chairs. You got the old ones you can sit in if you want while you wait. And there's a couple guys got. Oh, okay, that's buzz cuts, and these are actual just trim downs, I guess. You got the barber shop. They used to be called the Terminal Barbershop. Now it's the Broad Street. They used to be up the road, and then Pat bought the business. And here's some guys, some people that got their hair cut. And there's Pat in the chair right there. Great guy as far as that goes. So, and there's the barbershop chair. That's his chair. He has 5 others. There's 6 chairs in this. He has 6 barbers that are cranking. One left. So one left, and I'm sure they'll get another one because he's always got barbers. He's always looking for barbers. He's a great guy, I tell you. I'm going to probably be going back there periodically now and stuff. It's a good experience. You sit there, you talk. I mean, you're talking to people in the barbershop that I would have never met elsewhere. But I talked to 2 older gentlemen when I was waiting. I waited for about maybe 5-10 minutes and stuff. But it was a great experience, the old-time barbershop type atmosphere and stuff, and I loved it. So give Pat shout out there for the Broad Street Barbershop. And so that's cool. But we are broadcasting on 7 platforms, just to let you know. We're on Rumble Studios, where we have 3 people. We had over 28 people on the broadcast last night at the launch of test flight number 9 for Starship number 35 and heavy booster number 14-2. The -2 meaning this is the second time it went up. Of course, it didn't look too good when it came back down, but we have 1 person on locals, nobody on YouTube, 3 people on the Twitch. I thought we had more than that. I guess we only got 3 people on. 3 people right now. Let's see, is Tina, Laura, Captain Rehab, Thammer. That should be 4 as far as that goes, but that's okay. We'll just and let's see, we have like I said, Facebook, nobody yet. X Live, we have no viewers yet. And what did we have yesterday? We had over 35 viewers yesterday on that broadcast last night, and it was fun doing that broadcast. But I only did that on 4 platforms as far as that goes. So where am I at here? Here we go. And so we're on 7 platforms. And for the morning coffee, we max it out as far as that goes. Of course, last night's broadcast, the launch, we were on for 2 hours, a good 2 hours. It was successful, but then it wasn't as successful. Some of the things they wanted to do, they didn't do, and they lost the Starship after it went up. I guess a valve booster got, a thruster got stuck, and it turned it orientated. They couldn't bring the orientation of the Starship 35 back in for reentry, so she burned up on reentry over there in the Indian Ocean. And the booster went up. It was the second time, and it was the first one that was ever caught. But I guess when it was coming down, they were going to do what they call soft landing, splash it down into the Gulf. And something went wrong, so it broke up on return. So, but they got a lot of data. It's a test flight, so you're going to have these things happen. Well, I'm going to be looking at when the next one is, because I have a ball broadcast. I usually go on an hour before. An hour before the launch time. And then I have various video feeds that we go to on YouTube. And then when SpaceX comes up, and they usually come up on, they don't come up on their own channel. They come up on the space.com, and that's the primary channel on their X Live that we watch. And as far as the launch, and then I'm just sitting there clapping, and yeah. And Captain Rehab was there last night, and I think he enjoyed himself. And as far as the last night's broadcast, he was one of many people last night. So it was a great broadcast. I really enjoyed it, and I want to thank those that were there as far as that goes. And it's up for replay. It's to 2 hours of the space. Of course, there's a lot of video out there on YouTube and the like there. So, and Laura says 28 people. Yeah, I had 28 people here on, well, that's just on Rumble. That was just Rumble, Laura. And then I had probably a total of, I don't know. I had probably another 10 on the various channels and stuff like that. But on X Live alone, I had 35 people. So, and on the replays, I looked at the replay. The replay is already pushed over 100 as far as views on Rumble Studios, or on Rumble, I should say. And I think even, what was it? The YouTube got a big push on that. So people were interested in. Let me check my YouTube channel here. Yeah, it got over 30. It got 50 views. Yes, I don't usually get 50 views. Holy criminy! Usually I get 3 or 4 or 5. Maybe I'm fortunate I get 10. I got 50 views, so that's a big event. There's people. It's history to make it. Thamber was there, as far as it goes. Okay, Thamber was there, so we should have 4 people on X or on Twitch. Well, these guys just pop in and go home here and stuff. We got 2 people, so. So we had quite a crowd last night on everything. And I broadcasted here on Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, and X Live. For the launches, I do 4 platforms. I don't do all the platforms. I put the link on all the other places there. So I had a great time. A great way to end a great day last night, and I hope you all had a good day. So. Let's see. Let me get my coffee here. You guys hang loose here. I'm going to be right back. And I'm just going to the kitchen. I will be right back. Get the coffee. Get the coffee.
Good morning to everyone.
And the missus says good morning to everyone as I'm pouring the coffee in the coffee cup. And it smells great. And I'm coming back to the desk. And here I come with the coffee. Jack is watching the window. Here we go. Oh, wow. I'm on time, but when I'm not on time with the coffee this morning. So here's the morning coffee. Here's that to you. We say grace and thanks to the man upstairs for a good cup of coffee. That's what I do when I do that. I'm saying thank you to the man upstairs each morning. So here's to you, folks. First cup of the day. Oh, God. Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. For the people that are listening on the audio replay, because we do repurpose the audio over there on Spotify for creators, and that's where I do the audio, the Fireman Rich audio podcast, but this is repurposed as an audio pod. I want to say good morning to you all and thank you for your listens because they are noticed. I don't want you to feel left out. And, I keep on talking about the people that are watching the replays, but I don't want to leave out the audio folks. But I'm raising my cup of coffee to the man upstairs to say it's sort of a short grace. Thank you, Lord. The priest used to do that. I was raised Catholic, so they would do, when they're doing the sacrament, as far as that goes. When I was younger, at one time I thought I wanted to be a Catholic priest. Man, glad I didn't go that route. I don't think I would have lasted. But, that tastes good. Good cup of coffee. Here's to you, folks. Thank you for being here. And this is what makes it fun doing the live stream and stuff like that. It's as far as getting this all done, doing this. And but the program note before we move on, this will be the last broadcast I do for this week. The last, I shouldn't say that. I won't be doing anything tomorrow or Friday. I decided I'm not going to take anything. I'm going to have my phone only. I thought I was going to take a laptop and stuff. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to try and enjoy the long weekend that will be starting for me tomorrow. And so I will have my. Hey, Tim Fan 40. Good morning. Glad to see you here, my friend. Tim Fan 40. We need coffee. Best there is. Yep, that's it, Laura. Best there is. And then we got Tim Fan 40 coming in from the YouTube. So we got one person on YouTube now. So thank you, Tim. So I'm just, if I do anything, it's going to be on the phone. And I don't plan on it broadcasting because I got thinking about it. I don't want to. I gotta stay focused on the events at hand and stuff like that. So I'm sorry I can't share it with you, but it's family stuff, and I'm sort of protective of family stuff. And of course, the missus, she said good morning, so I'm allowing her to be a part of the broadcast and stuff. But no, it's real world stuff that we all have to take care of things and stuff like that. And this is going to be a fun thing to do, a very memorable thing to do also. So I decided that I'm not gonna lug a whole bunch of stuff with me. I think there's some people that do broadcast every aspect. It's okay, I guess, but I don't know. It's like you have to have a little bit of separation, I guess, and stuff is what I'm saying. So there won't be no audio podcast tomorrow, Fireman Rich audio podcast. There won't be any Friday morning coffee. Okay, so everything's fine. I'm just out having a good time and then Saturday. I could be back Saturday live streaming for a game in the afternoon. I think maybe that evening and whatnot. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to have. It's going to be a fun time, though. As far as it goes, I wish I could share, but there's privacy things involved. So but I do appreciate it. And so I made it a point to start on time here, which we did. And I guess that's the thing. I start on time, and everybody comes into the broadcast. We've never had this many people this early before. Usually it's just you and me, Tina, right? Starting off the broadcast. And everybody comes in afterwards. Okay, let's see. Yesterday was a nice day. It was as far as going outside and stuff like that. Right now, it's semi-cloudy day. I think it was supposed to get some rain and stuff. And Tina says, yeah. Usually it's just you and me, Tina. As far as starting out, and then Laura comes in and all and Captain Rehab right here at the beginning. Oh my God, he's usually at the back end of the broadcast. What the hell is that here? So, let's see now. Let's see. So let's see what kind of day we're going to have today. Currently, it is 51 degrees Fahrenheit. 51 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 10 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius. So that's not too bad. I didn't really need to wear this, but I was too lazy to take it off, I guess. It feels comfortable. So, but it is a little bit warm, but it's a comfortable warm, I guess. So let's see. Looks like we're going to have a fair day today as far as weather-wise. So maybe I might be able to mow some lawns here. They don't really need it, but I'm going to be gone for the next 2-3 days. Be indisposed, undisclosed location for 3 days. Let's see. Rain showers early will evolve into a more steady rain for the afternoon. Okay, so it's going to be a rainy day today. High near 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. 90%. Okay. Sun rose this morning at 5:35. That's 52 minutes ago. 5:35 a.m. the sun rose, and will be setting later this evening at 8:32 p.m. 8:32 p.m. as far as that goes. And Laura says overcast here in Norway, rainy like crazy yesterday. Okay, you got a lot of rain. Yeah, it looks. Those don't look. Yeah, you could. Depends on what's the Doppler. Let me see. What's the Doppler say? Let's check the Doppler. Do we have any clouds? Oh, there's some stuff coming in from the south. I don't think this will show it, but this is our current weather here. Let's see, local weather. See, it's clear right now, but just below to the south, there's some clouds forming, some rain clouds coming up from the south. So right now it's clear. Let me bring up the this weather map, the Doppler. Let's see. Let me bring up the weather map here, and we can see the rain. Oh, it's raining down in Jersey too, as far as that goes. So let me bring this up as far as what we got for the current weather. And let's see, I gotta bring. There's the current weather in the Northeast as far as that goes. So you can see we got rain coming up. So it looks like it's moving towards the Northeast. So we're going to get some rain coming up here. It's just below the border because just below the border. So there we have that. We'll keep an eye on that as far as that goes. And right now you can see it's just below the border on here. So we'll see what the day brings as far as we'll have rain. Maybe I won't be mowing the lawns today. I'll have to wait until I get back Friday or Saturday, I should say, and such. So let's see. Our world times and temperatures as I speak are starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:30 a.m. Clear skies in Honolulu, 12:30 a.m. current time. 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:30 a.m. Phoenix is clear skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, in Illinois, there at 5:30 a.m. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle at 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It is sunny and clear in New York. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Tim Fan says rain coming here too. Yep. We saw that on the map there. And let's see, down Tina's way down in central New Jersey, 57 for the low, 61 for the high, and it's rainy today down in central New Jersey. So, and it's coming up this way. So when you look more south, yeah, I guess it is getting a little darker there as far as that goes. Continuing with our world times and temperatures, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean. In Cork, Ireland at 11:31 a.m. currently, cloudy skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, 12:31. Manja in Milan at 12:31. Sunny and clear in Milan, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where Thamer is from. He lives there. He chimed in this morning saying good morning to everyone. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, sunny and clear, 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my God, it is hot in Riyadh. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 6:32 p.m. It's sunny and clear there in Kuala Lumpur at 6:32 p.m. 93 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:32 p.m. currently in their evening time in Tokyo, Japan. A mix of cloudy and clearing. 66 degrees Fahrenheit there in Tokyo. And down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, Melbourne, Australia at 8:32 p.m. Cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and over at Sydney, Australia at 8:32 p.m. in their evening, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And Australia being a great friend and ally to the United States, and we do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I lift my coffee cup to all those Aussies. Good bunch of guys. I say that because primarily when I was in the service and stationed over in the Philippines back in, I think it was 81, I got to rub elbows and met some Australian military, and there's some fine people. They are. There's some great people, and I am impressed. I am impressed with their great bunch of people. So those are our world times and temperatures as I speak, folks. We do have a thought for the day. And our thought for today comes from an Englishman, as far as that goes. Actually, a very historical Englishman, and the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, being Winston Churchill. Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill, he has a lot of titles there, was a British statesman, military officer, and writer who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945. But then again, just like President Trump did with the presidency here, um, uh, Winston Churchill was prime minister from 1951 to 1955, and he was an officer in the military for the UK in World War One, and so he became the prime minister. And his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows: "A love for tradition never weakened a nation. Indeed, it was strength. It has strength. It has strengthened nations in the hour of peril." And who better than he to say that? Because of what happened to the UK during World War II. And the quote suggests that valuing and preserving nations' traditions, customs, and values can be a source of strength and resilience, not weakness. It implies that strong connections to the past help a nation cope with hardships and even strengthens its identity and unite during times of crisis. And I can say in this country, some people take some of the past and they bring it up in a negative way, where we have these traditions, and like we just had a weekend, Memorial Day weekend, which is a tradition here in the United States to honor those that served and have fallen, and and primarily for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for their country, which there was a lot of people that did during World War One, World War Two, Korean, Vietnam, and even the Iraq War and Afghan operation. Um, you can't you you have to honor that. You can never forget that. If people forget that, then you know what, they need to rethink themselves, because there's a sacrifice there. Memorial Day is also a tradition to remember all those that have left us, that have served. And I primarily think of my kid brother, Willie. He was a Marine, and and I love him. So those are the traditions, and I think Winston Churchill is absolutely right when he says, "A love for tradition has never weakened a nation. Indeed, it has strengthened nations in their hour of peril." Winston Churchill. God bless and Godspeed, sir. That's a great quote. Great quote from Winston Churchill. Let's see, our national day today, and Laura says, "God bless." Also, yes, exactly. Yeah, God bless. Let's see. Our national day today. Let's see what we got on the docket here. We have Oh, we have a bunch of them. National Beef Burger Day. Now there's a tradition. We're talking about traditions there from Winston Churchill. This past Monday, which was Memorial Day, we took a walk down into the village, and uh, there's veteran monuments. So I'm trying to establish that as my own tradition to honor those. To see that, place my hand on the memorial stone, and and uh, and reflect a little bit. But as we're walking down to the second one, that's near the library, and then we're coming back. I mentioned everything is closed. Okay, usually. Well, the local pub, the missus started smelling. Well, man, somebody's cooking some good some good burgers and stuff. I said, well, I slightly smelled it, and there was one car over at the one of the pubs here in the village. And it's like, it can't be open. You want to go for lunch? And because it was 11:30, we took a late walk. And sure enough, it was open. So I ended up having two beers and a cheeseburger and French fries. And the missus had a cheesesteak, a beer. I had a beer with. So that's going to be my new Memorial Day tradition: is to raise it. Go have a cheeseburger and raise a beer to. And there were people were coming in. We were the first ones in there, and there was other people that came in afterwards, and these people I didn't know, but I started having conversations with them. It was great. I love that. That's a great tradition as far as that goes. So National Beef Burger Day, that could be one. Let's see, National Flip Flop Day. I don't do flip flops anymore. Today is National Senior Health and Fitness. Yeah. National Brisket Day. Okay, I like a good brisket. And then on top of National Beef Burger Day, it's National Hamburger Day. I'm going to go with National Hamburger Day. Okay, I talked about having a cheeseburger, so I'm going to give some attention to the hamburger. Today is hashtag National Hamburger Day. Is this correct? Let me make sure I got the right day. Yeah, for May 28th, National Hamburger Day. National Hamburger Day on May 28th wraps up National Burger Month. Oh, this is National Burger Month. Okay, and also ushers in the summer grilling season, because this Memorial Day it unofficially became. Let me check my audio here for just a sec. I thought I saw a glitch. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're still good. What was in my train of thought here? But National Burger Month. But this past Memorial Day, Memorial Day here in the United States, it's sort of like the unofficial start of summer. Okay, and then Labor Day in September. That's the official ending, or unofficial on both ends. Hamburger, seasoned ground beef, grilled and placed between two slices of bread or a bun. We even topped them off with onions, peppers, pickles, sliced onions, and cheese with a slice of tomato. Man, you can't go wrong. Add commodities as ketchup, mustard, mayo. Any of these combinations create a modern American version of the hamburger. Um, so today is National Hamburger Day, as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's not good. I'm not going to hear the feedback on these. Okay, so let's see. Yesterday we did have the audio podcast over there on Spotify for creators, and Tina says good and yummy. Yeah, that is. Who doesn't like a good hamburger or a good cheeseburger? I love a good cheeseburger, and we had one there um, at the pub I went to. Let's see. What do we have? We talked yesterday. The audio podcast is sort of it's a scaled down version, or it's always been a scaled down version. 30, 45 minutes of the format I do now, but I've expanded it here on the live stream. But it's the same. But the one unique thing is we bring a good story, interesting story, as far as that goes. And yesterday was, that what do they call it? The collider over there in France, particle collider. they've been using that, but they found that they can do what they thought they could do back in the medieval times, and that's turn lead into gold. It's not a lot of gold, but it is significant to where they are actually taking. If I can get to it, let's see, where is it here? But because of that process, they saw that, and so they're checking it out, and it shaves off. I guess when the particles are going around, it shaves off certain atoms or protons and stuff, and it actually creates gold. It's not a lot of gold, but it is significant enough to say, hey, we made gold out of lead. It's but it doesn't last that long. It's there, and then because of what's going on in the particle accelerator, um, it disappears. So they create it for a short time, and they're studying those aspects of what is going on there as far as but it's fulfilling a dream of medieval alchemists. Physicists turned lead into gold accidentally. So they said, "What the hell is this? We got gold. Where did this come from?" So it was an interesting story on the science front there. So you can listen to that over there on Spotify for Creators at Fireman Rich podcast. Just go on Spotify and Google or search for at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at there. Okay, we are up to 100, our history segment, so let's go ahead and move into that. We do have 100 years ago, and the guy will talk. I caught the beginning of this one. This is for Monday, May 26th. I've been trying to air it or do the audio portion on the audio podcast yesterday, but it wasn't available yesterday, but it is available now. But they are going back to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday from what this gentleman, we don't have the young lady there from Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40 News, the local Fox 40 there in Vestal when I present 100 years ago. Just giving an idea of what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. And I appreciate that, as well as the other news agencies that we may be mentioning here as far as that goes. Let's see how we're looking. We're looking good. Okay, dismiss that. Okay, so let's bring up 100 years. Nope, we don't want that. We don't want that. I touched the camera. What the hell happened here? Cancel. Bring the camera back up. We're not going to break yet. I'm sorry. It's pushing the wrong button. Oh my God. What a bonehead. Let's see. 100 years ago. Let's bring that up. And there we go. I guess the young lady took the day off. We got some dude here. But this is 100 years ago as of May 26th. And we'll see what this is all about here. And so enjoy, folks.
Well, tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we will look at what made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther. The segment is brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, there was a heavy frost this morning. Temperature in Binghamton dropped to 32 degrees. 3 men were killed early Sunday morning when a fast Erie passenger train was derailed while passing a freight train just east of Campville between Owego and Endicott. Common Council met last night to consider an ordinance that would permit the playing of baseball in this city on Sundays, as long as no admission fee is charged. And finally, the annual Girl Scout rally will be held Saturday at Calura Temple. It will be the largest demonstration of its kind ever held in this city, with 1,000 Girl Scouts of Binghamton and Broome County taking part. And that was the news, May 26, 1925.
Well, tonight we...
Get it together, Rich. Here, get it together. What's going on here? What's going on? 100 years ago, as far as that goes, with Roger Luther and stuff. And what do we have there? We had. Does it seem like it was a tale? Let's see. Three men were killed early morning. Erie passenger train derailed. Okay, so we had a train derailment. Got council meeting ordinance. Permit the playing of baseball in this city on this Sunday. Oh, you couldn't play it on Sunday. That they were really restrictive. And then the Girl Scouts, they were in full form there as far as all the Girl Scouts taking place. 1,000 Girl Scouts of Binghamton and Broome County taking part in an activity. That was back on May 26, 1925. So we do enjoy that segment there as far as that goes. So let's see. Laura says, McDonald's, here we go. Yeah. Liam will probably go to McDonald's, right? I've seen on the replay, he's done, he does a drive to it. And it's interesting when he does drive, Laura, because it's weird seeing him driving on the left side of the road. And the hamburgers, National Hamburger Day, Tina says, yummy, good yummy. Yeah. So there's 100 years ago. Let's see. And other history was back in 585 BC. A solar eclipse occurred as predicted by Greek philosopher and scientist Thales, a phenomena that led to a truce between battling armies in what became known as the Battle of the Eclipse, setting a cardinal date from which from other dates can be calculated. So this guy had the inside scoop. There was going to be and he used it to his advantage. So let's see. 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, California, was officially opened to vehicles. And after 22 years of restoration work, Leonardo da Vinci's newly restored masterpiece, The Last Supper, was put back on display in Milan, Italia in 1999. I've been to Milan. Great city. Great city. On the AP side, yeah, Milan is northern Italy. It's beautiful. Gorgeous place. Let's see. On May 28, 1963, the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry Regiment, made up of freed blacks, left Boston to fight in the Union in the Civil War. And Denzel Washington was in a movie portraying that regiment with the guy who was the actress from Bueller's Day Off. He was the officer, and they're very significant in the Civil War. And let's see, in 1940, during World War II, the Belgian army surrendered to invading German forces, which 4 or 5 years later, they were freed, as far as that goes. And let's see, what else do we got here? And on this date, 1892, the Sierra Club was organized in San Francisco. 1918, American troops fought their first major battle during World War I as they launched an offensive against the German-held French city of Cantigny. The Americans succeeded in capturing the village. Of course, they were over there a couple months. They were over there several months prior. I guess they wanted the Americans to get right into the battle, and they said, no, we're going to be doing some training here. Get ready. We're not going to go in there. And they get acclimated as far as that goes. And let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's something. Let's see. And I think that's about it. Yep. That's about it for history and stuff like that. So I still got some coffee. We're going to go ahead and do sports. In the sports side, last night, the Knicks doesn't look too good for the Knicks, folks. The New York Knickerbockers, they lost last night. First quarter and third quarter, they couldn't get it done. Those 2 quarters, they were outscored significantly. But the Knicks lost 121 to 130. In the first quarter, the Knicks got 35 points and the Indiana Pacers got 43. That's a lot in the first quarter. It should be even. Then second quarter, the Knicks ended up getting 29 and Indiana got 26, but that didn't even go into the deficit. Indiana's still ahead. And then Knicks, they ended up third quarter, they only got 27 points to Indiana's 33, and then they get 30 points to 28. So that first quarter was a significant quarter for the Indiana Pacers. So they're leading 3-1, and in the other half on the western side, the Oklahoma, that's a team Captain Rehab says it's going to win it all. They're 3-1 against the Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves. So it looks like it might be going towards a Thunder Pacer final championship for the NBA. So Thunder and Timberwolves play tonight at 8:30, and the Knicks, they got to win. It's a must win, or else they go home tomorrow at 8 o'clock. In Major League Baseball, the boys of summer. Let's see, the boys of summer starting Monday night. Let's see, we got a comment. Captain Rehab says it. Yeah, I think you may be right, Captain Rehab. You know, you predicted it, so you're pretty good at this. So the Knicks, I saw a little bit of it, and it was just like, I can't watch this. I think that what little I watched last night, it's like the Knicks are going to lose. Of course, that was at the end of my broadcast here of the launch there. Let's see. Where's my scores? Okay, here's the scores. Season Mendes summer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Well, I think the Knicks. I like the Knicks. They're not my favorite. My team already got beat, the Celtics. I think the Knicks are more Tony's team. I like the Knicks. Okay, I'm going to like the Knicks. I'm a New Yorker. I'm going to root for the Knicks. Let's see. So in season, are no longer the boys of summer. That's a good one, Captain Rehab. Let's see. As far as baseball, Monday night, we had the Mets beat the White Sox 2-1, and the Yankees beat the Angels 5-1. And Captain Rehab's Phillies did not play. Yesterday we had Mets beat the White Sox again. That's good. And the Yankees beat the Angels again. Where's Philly? Did Philly have 2 days off? I guess so. For today, though, the Mets continue with playing with the White Sox this afternoon at 1:10. And then Phillies and Braves. Ooh. I hope the Phillies beat the Braves. I don't like the Braves. I do not like the Braves. And Yankees will be playing the Angels tonight at 9:35. And Laura says, my home team doing really bad here. 9 games, 1 point soccer. We will be. Oh, what's your team in the Premier League, Laura? Mine is I like Manchester City. Manchester City, they finished third. What team is yours in the Premier League? What team do you like? That didn't make it. They only take what, the top 5 or 4 to go to the Champion League, the Premier Division. So, who's your team? My home team. Your home team. So it's Norway. Is there a Norway? I thought Premier League is. Are you talking Premier League, or are you talking about a different? What's your team? Of course, Manchester City finished out the season, and they'll be coming here to the States as far as that goes. They finished 3rd in the Premier League behind Liverpool and Arsenal. I did mention it before, but there was an incident there that against Liverpool, a very tragic ending, or a tragic thing that happened during the celebrations for Liverpool, taking number 1, the freaking nut job, crackpot, driving through the crowds there, as far as that goes. In England, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm talking about the Premier Division. Oh, the Premier Division in Norway. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. But you're Liverpool. Yeah, that was sad. What happened in Liverpool, wasn't it, Laura? I saw the video and I go, oh my God. I mean, it's that. I bet you before that guy's lucky to be alive, because those people that once they stopped him, he got thrashed to the minute of his life there and stuff like that. Yeah, same car. Yeah, some car rushed it. Yeah, it will look bad. Oh my God, I've never. That's sick. That's a sick mind right there as far as that goes. I have no compassion. A lot of people injured, and that was a sad thing. So you're a Liverpool guy. Yeah, they finished number 1. They had 86 points. Manchester City was able to come back. They had a total. Well, that can't be right. They should be a number 2. They had 72 points? No. It's saying that Manchester had 72 points, where Arsenal had 69. That doesn't make sense. They finished 3rd overall, though. They finished 3rd, so they're going to the Championship League. Liverpool. So, of course, Manchester City lost the FA Cup there to Crystal Palace, which is in the Premier League, and they're below. So that was a surprise, because Manchester City. Yeah, I saw that. The French Open. They're playing on clay. I saw that when I was having my cheeseburger, because the TV was on. I saw they had the French. They had Connors was. They're not. God, who's that nut job American there that played tennis? McEnroe. McEnroe's there, along with some other. They had the guy from Bosnia Herzegovina, the tennis guy there. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Okay, Coco, Carlos. Okay, who are these guys? Are you telling me? Are these the guys that are in the tennis match there? Captain Rehab. Let me check them here. Let's see. Who's this Gonzalez guy, first of all? Okay, he's Carlos Alcaraz. See, I don't know these. I used to know the tennis players, and that's so those are tennis guys. Captain Rehab's mentioning, as far as that goes in the tennis. We'll talk about tennis. I guess we have a tennis. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. That's what Captain Rehab. These are the hot hands, I guess, in the tennis. Tennis. Am I a fan? I'm looking up these guys to see who they are. I don't. I used to watch tennis when McEnroe played, because McEnroe was always a fun watch. I had don't really care. Oh, is she the hot female? Oh, she's the American. Okay, I've heard about her. Okay, she's a daughter of the. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I remember that story. Yeah. So go U.S. What the hell, right? Yeah, that's right. I forgot she was she's the daughter of the owner of the Buffalo Sabres. Okay. I think you told me that. I'm not a follower. I used to follow Wimbledon. I used to always watch Wimbledon. That's coming up here on the 4th of July weekend. I remember in the military when we would be barbecuing, someone would have a TV on. Wimbledon was always going on during the weekend and stuff like that, the 4th of July weekend. So I used to follow tennis. I don't play tennis. and so that's coming back. I saw that they were playing on the clay, which and Captain says I might have. You might have what played? You play tennis. A lot of people are playing that pickleball. As far as that goes, is Hal on? Yeah, Hal's on along with Jim Figerty. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a break because I'm out of coffee. That first cup went really quick here, and we're finishing up our first hour, so we're going to go ahead and take a break here, folks. And I'm going to get my second cup of coffee here. And let's see, we got that there, and we will be right back. So hang loose, folks. And we'll get a little bubblegum ball game. Got to turn the mic on. We're back. Yeah, we got to turn the mic on. Okay, there it is. The audio. It's sitting there. Okay, we're back here on this Wednesday morning for the Wednesday morning coffee for 05.28.2025 at Rumble Broadcast. And I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X at Fireman Rich on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, broadcasting out to Rumble, locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Live and X Live, as well as Kick. I got to check Kick again. Let's check those off. We still have one viewer on Kick. We still have I don't know on the Facebook Live, the real Fireman Rich, the real Fireman Rich on Facebook. That's the public Facebook, and on X Live we have. Looks like we have one person over there. Let's see, X Live. What do we have on X Live? We got one person on X Live. And here on Rumble, we have 3 folks, 2 people on Locals. Thank you very much. Locals. I don't use Locals that much, but it's associated with they're associated and partnered. I don't know if they're partnered, but if you're on Rumble, you can. Locals is another spot that you can post things on, and I can live stream to it. So why not add it? And we have nobody on. We had Tim Fan 40, but it looks like he left. I show a 0 on YouTube. We have 3 folks on the Twitch as far as that goes, and I do appreciate it as far as that. The folks that are on those platforms, and it's 7 platforms, shows the capability. And I enjoy using Rumble. Rumble is, for me, is a good platform to broadcast from, and very versatile. I don't use all the platforms all the time because when I live stream gaming, I just use 3: Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. We need we almost had a coffee campaign last night's broadcast there on the Starship Captain Rehab. We had we had close to 35, 28 to 35 people here in the Rumble Studios. But I'm not gonna the importance. I'm not gonna stop showing the broadcast to do a commercial. That's not the purpose of my broadcast. So because when the last night's broadcast, there was we had a lot of people in here. I started noticing, and then I saw the little green light. And I could have done 2 of them last night that would have made me a couple bucks, but I'm not. It's too important. I'm not there to make the money. If it's something like this, I'll go ahead and do an read ad campaign and stuff. But that 2-hour broadcast on the Starship test flight number 9, that's a special thing right there. I really love watching space shots and stuff like that. And yeah. Could you imagine if I did that? The people are watching. What the F, Fireman Rich? You're just doing this to make money. I'm not there to make money. So, but it did pop up last night. I got the green light and stuff like that. So, and the campaigns were right there. They were all in green. So I could have. And Captain Reset was laughing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine right after liftoff, you stop the live stream to pitch cough. Oh my God. No, I'm not one of those. No, we're not going to do that. No. That was pretty exciting, that launch though. The heavy booster that didn't make it to land. That was one that they caught the first time on the Godzilla arms there at Starship City. It is a city down there in Boca, Texas. The arms that come in like this. That heavy booster, after it separated from the Starship 35, it's coming down. And something happened to where they had to initiate a destruct sequence or something like that. And it's sprinkled in the, in the Gulf of. They called it the Gulf of America. I like that. It crashed in the Gulf of America. Of course, the Starship did make it into space. Couldn't open the doors to release those dummy Starlink satellites, and it couldn't reignite its engine because it was in a different positioning. And they have telemetry that was down here that you watch that. It's basic telemetry, but when that freezes, it's like I've seen enough of these, and when that freezes, and you start hearing the pause in the commentary, and they go, "Uh oh, there's something going on." Of course, excuse me. Yesterday's launch and the last two launches, flight test 7 and 8. Their video reception has been really crappy. I think they're trying to use Starlink as their, but the orientation. If the orientation's off, that means the antenna's off, so you're not getting any. Did the heavy booster explode? Let's just say it very quickly and massively disassembled. They didn't call it an explosion, but there was something to go on. There's a sequence to where they can have it come down in a safer manner in pieces, I guess. So because that's a big piece of rocket right there. That booster, that heavy booster is more powerful than Saturn V. All those engines. What was down here on the telemetry, they had the 33 Raptor engines all lit up. That's something. Usually there's one that's not right, and they almost scrubbed it. Remember, they were going to go ahead and it was on hold. Was it 2 times or 3 times? So that was pretty exciting. But I got to laugh at that one. If I pitch coffee, oh my God. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. It's too that event is too important to do that shit. It's fun doing the read ads when I can, but if I can't, so c'est la vie. Now, there's sometimes I don't know when Rumble is going to allow the viewership off of X Live. They don't come in. The viewers that I get on X Live, they don't come in to the overall count here on Rumble Studios. And that's what Rumble Studio does. It takes the total count. I thought it was just Rumble, but I think it's the total count of what I have on the Toport. So like right now we have 7. So I have to get a minimum of 15. So I say, hey, let's get. My goal is maybe the next year or 2 years to make sure to average like 25 total. Okay, so that's why I'm doing 7 platforms. That's the advantage you have. But if Rumble doesn't count those, it's like, what's the point? You know, I'm broadcasting there. I have where is it? Right here, the Rumble Studio logo. If I was a premier broadcaster, I could get rid of it. But I like this. I like advertising. I like that Rumble Studios. Big Juice coming in from Ohio. How you doing, my friend? Glad to see you here. Glad to have you here, and I hope all is well, Steve. Coming in here on the second half of the broadcast. Let's see. We got some news items here. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, I'm not seeing anything on. Not seeing anything on the. Let's see. What do they got for community? Anything? When is this? On Fox 40, as far as. Oh. Let's listen to the weatherman. Let's do the weather for Fox 40. This is 15 minutes ago, so this gives you an idea what the local weather is. Let's do the local weather. We'll do that, okay? I'll get rid of the banner here, and let's go back to Fox 40. We'll get the local weather report here from Fox 40. Let's see, we got that. Okay, here it is. Here we go. Again, no affiliation with Fox 40. I'm just showing what the weather is here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And to the folks out there watching the Wednesday morning coffee. So here we go.
Hello, and your Fox 40 weather forecast.
Well, we did it. We squeezed out a dry day for today. And just like we advertised last night, right here on Fox 40 News, we'll see fading sunshine throughout the day. A lot of high clouds contaminating the sky, but still squeezing out some filtered sunshine throughout the day. Becoming mostly cloudy for tonight. We are tracking more showers in the forecast, especially over the next couple of days, and becoming much warmer here as we go into next week. Hey, did you see the sunset tonight? If you didn't see it, we're going to share the photo right now. Look at this beautiful sight. This was taken in Binghamton. Thanks to Rita Kress for sharing the photo. A lot of high clouds, a time of sunset, and just the sky on fire sunset in the vicinity. A lot of photos coming into me on Facebook, on Twitter. You can share yours as well. Connect with me on Facebook, on X, or by email, mtorello@wicz.com. You can post your photo. Be sure to post your location as well. Would love to see some of those photos. It was a winner for tonight. Take a look at the 10-day trend. Normal high for this time of the year is 69 degrees. We're going to keep things on the cooler to mild side for the rest of this week. But look at this. Standing tall by next week. Yes, indeed. Highs getting into the upper 70s, approaching 80 degrees. A hint of summer as we begin the new month of June in our neck of the woods. Okay, here's some more good news. I know we've seen plenty of rain as of late, but this is the latest outlook going into next week. And friends, it is hinting at below normal precipitation. Isn't that great? We may be in for a stretch of just dry days of all next week with a mix of sun and clouds and those rising readings as well. Look at the situation when it comes to clouds and radar. We kept it all dry across the local hometowns for today. Just a lot of these high clouds working in as we went through the afternoon, and those high clouds making way for a beautiful sunset this evening. You basically have to go well south and west of here down towards State College, Pennsylvania, and point south and west of there to find some rainfall at this 10 o'clock hour. So let's track the weather as we move ahead. Becoming mostly cloudy for tonight. Everybody staying dry. Then as we go into your Wednesday, at least the Wednesday morning commute looking dry. We'll see a good deal of clouds, but we may squeeze out a little bit of sunshine here. Could be in for a nice looking sunrise. And then the heavier clouds pushing in by Wednesday afternoon. We'll see a lot of clouds, and then here comes the rain shower activity. That should yield to periods of steady rain as we go into Wednesday night. And then as we go into Thursday, still a shower threat for the morning. Looks like another shower threat here by Thursday afternoon. Even a few spokes of sunshine cannot be ruled out. Live look outside. There's Vestal Parkway. We're sitting at 61 degrees at the Binghamton Airport. The winds are fairly light, 6 miles per hour. Here's a look at more temperature readings right now. Sydney, 58, 60 in Oneonta. Owego's at 59. Cortland at 54 degrees. Some area hometowns, 59 right now in Appalachian, 58 in Afton, and Greene at 58. So your forecast for tonight becoming mostly cloudy, a gentle breeze, lows near 52. For your Wednesday, we'll say generally cloudy and that shower threat, elevated chance for the afternoon with highs near 62. 7-day forecast near 70 on Thursday. Another shower threat. Friday's looking mild and dry. Showers around on Saturday, and right now setting up to be a drier stretch of weather. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and beyond. And again, by the middle of next week, highs approaching 80 degrees. That's my latest forecast for now. Sports Director Thomas Turgeon is up next.
So there is Mark Torello. He's a great guy. I've never met him, but he's the main weather guy there on Fox 40. He's a good dude, and he does a good broadcast. So just for it sort of present, I think that's the first time we've. No, I'm not the weatherman, but this guy does a good job and stuff. He is pretty active on the Facebook too, as far as that goes. I follow him. No, do I follow? I don't know if I do follow him on Fox 40, as far as on X and stuff like that. So he's a good guy, and we like him. And so let's see what else we got. I think I think that's it for Fox 40. I don't have anything else. I'll show you the weather and stuff like that. So, well, he presents a good thing there. Let's see, WEBO or no WEBO. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Let's get the latest news. Let's see, Tioga County. Let's go with the WeGo. What's going on here? It's not playing. It doesn't want to come up. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so from WEBO, they have that's the local radio station here in Owego, New York, in the Tioga County, and what we have is an article that's updating us on Strawberry Festival, the Owego Strawberry Festival. So let me go ahead and bring this up. This is on. Okay, what happened there? Oh, we got something's going on. I got double take it here. Let's see. More about Owego, please. Yeah, there we go. You know what I'm going to talk about Owego. It's a happening place here. Okay. So in Owego, New York. Did that come up? Yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. Owego, New York. This is on WEBO's hometown page channel. And there we go. They have a list, a host of radio stations, but we're talking about the Strawberry Festival. It's coming up here in a couple weeks. Let's see. The 43rd annual Owego Strawberry Festival is set for next month. The 3-day event will kick off on Thursday, June 19th. So that's in a couple weeks here, with the Rock and Run Strawberry Festival 5K, which will feature a walk and run as well as live music at Hickory's Park. The always popular block party will be held Friday, June 20th in the downtown Village area, starting at 5 p.m. with live music, food, and entertainment, and wrapping up with fireworks at 9:30 p.m. Never made it to the thing. We'll probably be going Saturday as far as that goes, the 21st. The annual parade will be held the 21st, and it's usually after the parade, 9:30. We usually go, the last 2 years, we've gone at about like 10, 11 o'clock, had lunch down there for a couple hours, and then get my kettle corn. Got to get my kettle corn. And following the parade, a day of music. They have some great bands there, too, on the venue. Children's activities, vendors, and more will take place in downtown Owego. Visit owego.org for more information. That's if you want more information, owego.org there, Captain Rehab, as far as that goes. Yeah, Captain Rehab says, what did he say? He said, more about Owego. Yeah, go to owego. What was that again? It was owego.org. And you'll get more, all you want from there, Captain Rehab. And what's this? Oh my God, yes. I hope Rich live streams. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. I posted pictures up on my X page from there last year, and I may do a live stream. That's pending, okay? Because I'm with the missus, and she doesn't like me doing that stuff when we're together doing, it's her and me going to an event and stuff like that. I might be able to bring you in like 5 or 10 minutes to show you the downtown area, especially when I get a speedy sandwich, to show you what a speedy sandwich. Maybe that's an idea, Captain Rehab. Thank you. We'll check that out. We'll see what happens here as far as that goes. So, Captain Rehab, I think last year you were trying to get me to broadcast from there too before it happened. Let's see, what else we got on my hometown news? We already talked about the school bus, and I guess that's about it. Yep, that's it on WEBO. WENY. Oh, New York offers free college tuition for age 25 to 55. You hear about that?
25 to 55?
Yeah, for New York. It's SUNY Broome. Oh, this is even more important. And we're going to talk about this one. This one, oh my God. I've been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this, folks. That's not working for some reason. What's going on there? That's not working as far as the sharing thing. Please stream from the Strawberry Festival. Yes, please, Mrs. Please. Let's see. I'm going to bring up this one. This is, I like this. We're going to get a Chick-fil-A at the Oakdale Commons. It's official. It's on WNBF. No affiliation with WNBF. We got a Five Guys up there. Of course, that's where we go to the Beer Tree, me and the missus. That's where they make a great cheeseburger. Oh, my God. Best in the area. But this is something that we've been hearing rumors about, and it looks like it's gonna come to be true here. There is still no official announcement. Okay, hold your horses, Rich. But plans to open Chick-fil-A restaurant in the Oakdale Commons in Johnson City appears to be moving forward. That's good. The Village Zoning Board of Appeals has just approved a sign variance for a new eatery planning for mixed-use complex at Harry L. Drive. The application for the sign measure was made by Spark JC LLC, which owns Oakdale Commons. And Oakdale Commons, what I'm talking about at the Oakdale Commons is this right here. This is what's currently at the Oakdale Commons right there. You got the BJ's, Wholesale, Dave & Buster's, J.C. Penney's, and the Factory Beer Tree. Factory Beer Tree, great place to eat at. So this is up in Johnson City. As far as that goes, Mayor Martin Manley told WNBF News the zone panel agreed to the variance last week. The mayor said the name of the business was not identified in the request, but it was for a restaurant that closed on Sundays. And we all know that I guess it's one of the things there that Chick-fil-A does close on Wednesdays, and there's a chicken sandwich. They make a great chicken. I'd have to go. The closest one here to where I'm at is Syracuse, and that's like a 2-hour drive north of here for me to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So you would figure with Binghamton University they'd have a Chick-fil-A here, but okay, what's going on here? What's happening? Okay, there it goes. So, but according to Chick-fil-A's website, the company's founder made the decision to close on Sundays back in 1946 when he opened the first restaurant. The tradition continues today. Now, there's some they handle up there on the Thruway, the New York Thruways, and I guess the state wanted them to open on Sundays, and they said no, we don't open on Sundays. Chick-fil-A, great chicken sandwich. They're expanding, so that's big news here, folks. That is big news. Chick-fil-A coming to the Oakdale Mall. Or Oakdale Commons, I should say. Supposedly. They don't know for sure, but let's see. Yep, Syracuse, New York. That's where the nearest Chick-fil-A is, where I'm at right now. And I've been up there a couple times. I had some business because I'm retired military. There's some business I do once in a while up there at Hancock Air Force Base. It's a guard reserve unit that's up there. And Captain Rehab says, oh, your headquarters is up there. So you actually go up there then, don't you? Have you been up to your headquarters there, Captain Rehab? Up in Syracuse? If you have, you go straight through Binghamton, right? Going up there on I-81. Yeah, Syracuse isn't a bad town. It's not Buffalo. I like Buffalo better than Syracuse. Syracuse Zoo is pretty good. I've been to the Syracuse Zoo a number of years ago, as far as that goes. So, okay, let's see. We're gonna stop sharing. Something's going on with the present there, so we're gonna go old school. Do it each time. Okay. Oh, you do go up there? Okay, so you probably where you traveling from Philly? You probably go right up I-81, straight up through Binghamton. So you go through Broome County. Um, you know what? Next time you go up there on your way back, if you want to stop, you stop at we'll meet at Oakdale Commons in Johnson City at the Beer Tree, and I'll buy you a beer. Of course, you can't drive for a while. No, better not. We'll be there all day and stuff. I'll be in trouble with the missus as far as that goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They have that. They have the. It's the Mall of the America. Is it the Mall of the America? Yeah, they have a big mall up there. Yes, it's huge, huge. The Oakdale Mall is no longer a mall. They don't call it a mall. It's called Oakdale Commons. They rebranded it, so they want to get away from that mall stigma. Okay, let's see. That was on WEBO or WNBF. Oh, you're giving a thumbs up. Yeah, that's something. Who know? You never know. You go up there and stuff like that. I think when you come up 81, if you go on 86 westbound to Johnson City, as soon as you get off of Johnson City, you go. You don't go into Johnson City. You go the other way. You go north to the Oakdale Commons and stuff, and could meet up there. They got a Five Guys up there too. Then and then here's something. If I'm there, I'll go ahead and broadcast that special report. Fireman Rich and Captain Rehab meet at Five Guys. What do you think of that? We'll have the missus as a camera person, so
Oh yeah, you want me as a camera person, sure.
she can hold the camera and stuff like that. We'll work on that, but I'm a thumbs up on that too. So we'll keep that. It'd be even great if we got Tony D up there too. If he's in the New York metropolitan area. Okay, I'm dreaming now. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here? At Chick-fil-A, that sounds pretty good, huh? Let's see. What else we have on WNBF? That was a good article there, Chick-fil-A. Oh, let's see. And Captain Rehab, he says, yes, I'm in. Lots of laughs. Okay. That would be a trip. Yeah, that would be a trip. Yeah. As far as that goes, that would definitely be a trip because I've only met, since of all the time I've been online, I've only met one person that I knew on the internet before actually meeting him, and that was my friend that's over in Cork, Ireland, Bernie Goldbach. He's getting ready to retire from teaching. He's a professor. Well, it's not really a professor. He teaches third and fourth year students there at a college in Ireland. And he's been over there he calls himself an American in Ireland. And he's a former Air Force pilot. Training, he was a flight instructor. He was a pilot instructor at Shepherd Air Force Base. But he flew mostly C-141s when he was in the Air Force. I think when he retired, they retired the 141 because then they had the C-17 and the C-5 in the inventory. Okay, is that? Yeah, we don't have anything else on WNBF. Let's see, WBNG. What do we have? Anything? Nothing there. Nothing there. Captain Rehab says that's cool. He's saying that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Oh, Haseen is on. Or he must have uploaded a video. What's this one? Residents invite Broome County salutes our veterans and first responders concerts. Okay, they're talking about first responders, so that got my attention there. So let's check out this one. This is on WBNG, Channel 12, CBS affiliate in Johnson City. up on the hill there from the Oakdale Commons. And again, no affiliation with WBNG. I just they're talking about an event that's going to happen here. Residents invited to a Broome County salute our veterans and first responders. Let's see what this one's about as far as that goes. So here we go.
This Friday, in honor of our veterans and first responders. To learn all about it, we are joined now by event director Dave Pisagno. Hello, how are you doing today?
Good, Avery. How are you?
Good to see you again.
I first just want to say something. I think the show is amazing.
Oh,
I really do, because we talked about it all weekend. There's really nowhere to go to find out what's going on. And you informed the guests that you had on before this were amazing. I mean, what a cool thing they're doing. And I work from home a lot, so I'm usually home and I'll flip this on to find out what's going on, what's new, what's coming up this weekend. So you do such an amazing job with this. You really do.
Thank you
Your
so
promos
much.
are great. It's fun, and we need this type of thing. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much. You just made my whole week and month. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well,
No, I mean that. So on to the concert. So how it kind of got going was Jason Michael Carroll I've had at Speedy Fest before. And back in like 06, 07, 10, 12, he had some country hits, and kind of he was on I don't know the exact name of the music show he was on, but he won, and then started touring with a bunch of artists. Went out. He's open for everybody, but his passion, he was a veteran, and he's a sober veteran, so he likes to make that known too, that he's had his battles, but the music has brought him to this. And he has spent a lot of time in Norwich hunting, and he saw the accident that JR was in, and he was going to be going through to Vermont. He's playing Vermont Saturday, May 31st, but he's going to be, he's going through our area, and he said, really want to do a fun concert. I always do veterans, but I want to add in first responders, because I don't think they give enough credit for what they do. I added nurses in, I added active military in. So the purpose is, we got a lot of great sponsors that are involved in it. The county stepped up, and then the local acts, if you don't mind me talking about those.
Yeah.
And before we were talking a little bit about it, are really exciting too. I think we put together a group that are probably, Alyssa Crosby's amazing. So
Amazing,
people are
I love
asking,
her.
she will be singing as well as our MC for the night. But I will introduce Alyssa, so or maybe we'll have Avery introduce Alyssa,
boy.
her friend. But anyway, so Alyssa will be singing. Jared Campbell, who's not been out in quite some time, he does a lot of school programs and stuff, and back in the day he went out a lot, but now he's, I dragged him out for this. And then Reckless Marcy's probably one of our better rock bands. There's a lot of great music around, believe me. There's so many musical acts that could be involved in this, but we didn't want to stretch it too far into the night. So they'll all be together on this Friday night. It's a $10 ticket if you're not active military, first responder, or a nurse. Children 12 and under are free. We'll have food trucks there. We'll have other vendors there. It's just going to be a really fun night. And Jason Michael Carroll's the type of veteran and singer-songwriter that'll love to meet all the veterans. At one point, and I'm not sure if he's coming, we had a veteran that's 104 years old that was going to come to the event. He still walks every day. It's amazing.
Wow.
So we're going to hear some great stories while we're there, I'm sure. And all the rest of the bands will be accessible. The food vendors will be great. Other vendors that are going to show up there and do some things. So really excited about putting this together. Honestly, what we're going to do, we're going to make this a yearly event. And because of your show, and I thought about this weekend, this Memorial weekend, there didn't seem to be a lot to do to me. So I know you had some stuff on, there were some things going on, but we need more. And I think we're going to make this a yearly event and probably move it to the Saturday before Memorial Day. Bring in rides, bring in games, bring in acts all day, do some bigger country acts, and really make it a fun event every year.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you haven't even had one yet, so to already be looking in the future and make this even bigger without even seeing how it goes, but in your heart, and Jason as well knows it's going to be a great event.
Yeah.
And I love the story how you said he's going to Vermont, but he really said, I saw JR's story and I want to stop in Binghamton and do that.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool. And, he just said that, look, I do so much for veterans. And, at times I don't think about the first responders, but everything they do is so important to our community. And, JR's dad did our Speedy Fest tents for about 15 years.
Wow.
So he was a big part of Speedy Fest. So,
we have such great first responders too in our community, so to
gosh.
be able to put this on for
There's so
them and
many.
honor them, there's
And-
so many.
And as my friends, I've had 13 back surgeries, so I spent a lot of time in the hospital. Nurses, to me, they don't get enough credit for what they go through and do. The last time I was in, about a year ago, the roommate I had was just tough, and that's what made me think of, I got to add nurses. There's a lot of people we could have added into this, but we went as far as we could with, the free tickets, and maybe next year we'll expand on it a little bit.
Yep.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great night of music. And I'm going to say this too. Keep an eye out Thursday. Thursday morning, I have to decide. If Friday night looks bad, the event's still going to go on. We're going to move to the arena. So we're going to move everything to the arena. It's going to take a lot of work, but our production team is going to move the stage, build the stage at the arena, get the sound over to the arena. But I have to decide somewhere Thursday, probably by noon. So we'll leave Howard in charge of the weather. That he does a good job with that. And it's going to be a good day. It may shower, but we'll make the best decision we can in the weather, and then we'll decide. But it's going to go on rain or shine, whether we're at Otsiningo Park or at the arena.
Yeah, and what are the details? If it doesn't rain, when, where is
Yep,
it in the
I
park?
just want thank you Avery, for saying that. So we open the doors at 5:30. The park's going to close at 5 o'clock. For those of you that walk and like the park, at 5 o'clock they are going to shut down for our event. So we'll be closing it down 5:30. Right after that, we'll be letting cars in. You can, if you don't have a ticket, you can get a ticket right at the gate. So if you're a last minute person, it's like, you know what, we should go up, get something to eat, visit with everybody. We'll have chairs there, but bring your own chairs. If you don't have a chair, bring your own chair. And it's going to be a great night. $10 is pretty cheap to see all those bands. And I thank all our sponsors for stepping up and making this event something that we can always look forward to, and we are going to continue.
Okay, he went a little long-winded there. But it looks like they have this Jason Michael Carroll. The missus hasn't heard of this guy, I guess, but I'm not into country, so evidently this gentleman to the left there, he's the promoter of the Speedy Fest, which is a big event in Broome County at Ossiningo Park in Binghamton. And so this is something else they're doing. It's for the veterans. They do something like this in Tioga County over there at the Tioga Casino. There is a casino in Tioga County. I don't talk about it enough, but there is a casino and hotel here in Tioga County in Nichols, New York. And the Tioga Casino, it's a racetrack. They do the trotters, but they have the casino. But they also bring events. There's an event there. I've talked about that as far as Tioga Center or Tioga Casino. And they used to have just a one, but it's a full casino. You can play blackjack, poker there. There's a hotel there, and all that stuff like that. So this sounds like something similar. They got this. I think at Tioga Casino they're going to have the Spinners, the old group called the Spinners, performing, and the ticket prices are real cheap. I saw Kansas there years back when we first moved back to Tioga County. So as far as that goes, that's a great thing to be able to do those type of things for the benefit of the veteran and the emergency responders and stuff, because they do a lot for the community as far as that goes. So that's on WBNG. A little long-winded. That guy, he can talk more than me. Let's see. Any more? What do we have? I think that's about it on WBNG. Let's see. The Whale. They talked about, what is this about? Let's see. Should I go? Yeah, we don't go to the Whale that much. So this is an article. This is an article that, let me go ahead and bring this up. Again, no affiliation with the Whale. WAAL. But they're talking about free community college here in New York State. So let's see what that's all about. And let's see, let me just bring that up just a notch here. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. For people that are 25, between 25 and 55. So again, no affiliation with the Whale. The Whale is a classic rock channel. They're a sister channel to WNBF. And what is that? According to a release from SUNY Binghamton, that's the state community college system here in New York State, on May 16th, announcement was made by the governor of New York, free community college programs from State University of New York, Chancellor John B. King Jr. SUNY campuses are ready to launch the program, a part of the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget, beginning in fall of 2025. New York State Community College, which Broome Community College, that's part of SUNY up there in Binghamton, will provide free tuitions, fee, books, books too, wow, and supplies for adults between the age 25 and 50 who don't already have a college degree and pursue an associate's degree in a high demanding field. This summer, 2025, through SUNY Reconnect Community College will hold information sessions this summer to assist anyone who is interested in the program. That's a good deal. According to the announcement, to be eligible for the program, students will enroll in a high demand field, including advanced manufacturing, advanced artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, engineering technology, nursing and ailing health fields, green and renewable energy. I don't know about that one. Pathways to teaching. The State University of New York notes that over 4 million work-age adults do not have college degrees or credentials. Eligible students will receive tuition, fees, books, and supplies, and access to advising and supporting all after applicable financial aid. So that's pretty interesting. That's let's see, we'll stop that. That's the reading page there. So that's a good deal. Free tuition at State University of New York Community Colleges. Of course, there is the other college here in the southern tier. That's Binghamton University. That's a 4-year program. I don't think they have a master's program there. I think it's just a 4-year college there. So that's interesting. That's off of the Whale. Again, no affiliation with the Whale. Just I just enjoy seeing I love the channel. The radio channel is good. WAAL. You could listen to that online, just to let you know. Give them a plug. Let's see. Channel Binghamton homepage. Channel 34. What do we have over here? Anything? They've been a little lax of late, so let's see. Not seeing anything. So let's see. Got anything on the community page? Oh, we got a corner drugstore closing after 87 years. What's that about? Oh, that's in the district of. Okay. WENY. Ooh, car crashes into home in town of Shenango. This is Elmira way. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, a crash happened at 9:30 p.m. last night. A pickup truck was lodged into the house and ended at the end of a curve just west of Blackburn Hill Road intersection. There's no word about the cause. Let's go ahead and listen to this one here. Present. There we go. Let's listen to this one.
Following a developing story right now out of the town of Chemung tonight, a pickup truck crashed into a home on Dry Brook Road. Take a look at your screen. You can see the pickup truck lodged into this home located at the end of a curve in the road just west of the Blackburn Hill Road intersection. It appears that the truck made it about halfway into the home. Calls first went out for crews to arrive on scene at around 9:30 tonight. There's no word yet on what caused the crash or if anybody was hurt either inside of the truck or.
Well, something with the driver, obviously. Something happened with the driver for them to do that as far as that goes. So, oh, Lord, that's so I don't know what's going on there. We had a school bus, on the WEBO channel on Monday's broadcast. I was talking about that down there in Sayre, Pennsylvania, or Athens, I should say, Athens, Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see. What else do we have on WENY? This is a TV station that's out there in Elmira. That's to the west of me. And so they had a little car accident there. Cornell men's lacrosse welcomes home after national. The Cornell. Here's a sport we don't talk about. The Cornell men's lacrosse welcomes homes. Let's check this out. Lacrosse. They play lacrosse here in New York State. It's I've never played. You can't get me. You got too many people wheeling sticks and stuff. But Cornell is the national champions of lacrosse. So let's see what this one's about. Okay, let's go to that one and let's hear the.
Well, Cornell men's lacrosse is still riding high from yesterday's national championship win. And this afternoon, the team officially brought the hardware back to Ithaca, New York for the first time in almost 50 years. Fans, family, and friends gathered to welcome home and celebrate the lacrosse team as they wrapped up their season in Foxborough, Mass. yesterday afternoon. Cornell held a graduation ceremony for all of the seniors that missed the actual graduation on Saturday. And after that ceremony wrapped up, the team paraded behind the stadium to show off that big trophy. This team has shown so much resilience, strength, and heart to get to where they are today. If there's one word to define them, it's unity. This team lives and breathes we over I, and it shows in every second they're on the field.
Your freshman year here, Coach Alley talks about the long red line that we have here, talking about how every single time you touch that sign in the locker room, you're thinking about everyone who's put on the jersey before you, every single alumni, everyone who's been in the training room, the support staff. You're playing for something so much bigger than yourself. And, I'm super fortunate to be a Cornell lacrosse player and, to be a part of that long red line now.
Honestly, you spend so much time chasing this one goal. And I mentioned it, for me specifically, it's been since I, came on my first recruiting visit to Cornell that you're thinking, let's get over that hump. And that's back in 2009 for this university, for this program, 48 years. You're always chasing, you're circling, you're talking about it, you're working towards it. And now we're there. And so trying to make sure that we give that proper time to sink in and appreciate it and bask in it a little bit. Just celebrate these guys. They're a special group, and we're going to have to get back to work at some point, but I want to make sure we don't flip that switch too soon.
Okay, so Cornell lacrosse team wins the NCAA. I'm taking it's the NCAA lacrosse championship. So hats off to them. Congratulations. That's locally here. Ithaca's only about 2 hours and 15 minutes away. No, not that far. It's about an hour or something. Hour and a half, maybe. An hour, I'd say, and a little over an hour drive from where I'm at right now. Okay, so that was on WENY. Let's see, what else do we got? Anything? And that's about it for there. Let's see, Channel 18. What do we got on Channel 18? Anything that pops out? Nothing on Channel 18. So that's another TV station out there in Elmira. Weagle Penny Saver. I'm not seeing anything there. And let's see, going to WKGB. Nothing on WKGB. Let's see, up to Buffalo 106.5. It's Okay, nothing there. Power 93.7 WBLK, that's up in Buffalo. Nothing there. And I guess that's about it. We're sitting at coming up on 2 hours here, so I think we're going to get ready to wrap this up and see what the day brings as far as that goes. It does look like it's getting clouding up there, so we'll probably. What's going on with that? It's happening again. Let's see. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll have to take care of that. Okay, we're live. No problem. That's on that. So other than that, we don't have anything else going on. So we're going to go ahead and let's see, that. And we shut them all down as far as that goes. And I think we're finish up here as far as that goes, and get our day started here. Let's see. I want to say thank you to coming into the broadcast, Tina, our Jersey girl who was here. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Always welcome here, Thamer. He was on. He came into the broadcast yesterday for the launching of Starship 35 with Heavy Booster 14. Captain Rehab, thank you very much, my friend. Glad to have you here as always and stuff. Good to have you here. Thank you again also for being on last night's broadcast. As far as that goes, greatly appreciate it, my friend. And let's see. Well, we had Laura. Thank you, Laura. Laura coming in from Norway. Glad to have you. You keep dry over there. Break out the umbrellas, I guess. You're telling us it's raining over there in Norway, which what else is new, right? So we appreciate you being here, Laura, this morning, spending some time. Got a little international flavor there from Thamber from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Laura from Norway. Thank you very much, guys. And going down the list, we had Tim Fan 40 coming in from Michigan, our resident contractor. Be safe coming in on the YouTube side. Thank you for being here, Tim Fan 40. Greatly appreciate it. You stay safe out there on the job site. And I think that's it. I think that's all we had. We didn't have any newbies or anything like that. Let me check one last time. Let's see. We'll check on Kick. Kick, we have one person over there on the Facebook. Let's see. I'm not seeing any activity on the Facebook and X Live. We have, let me refresh that to see what we got on X Live. We've got one person on X Live. And here on Rumble Studios, showing a total of 8 people. 2 people on Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. Thank you. Rumble is a great place to be. 2 people on Locals. Thank you for those 2 people on Local. Greatly appreciate it. I'm showing nobody on YouTube. 4 people on Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. We have 4 folks watching us, and greatly appreciate that as far as that goes. And 0 on Facebook doesn't show up, X doesn't show up, and so on the 7 channels, we've had a good turnout this morning, so I greatly appreciate. I also, excuse me, appreciate those folks that are, let's see, what 100 years ago. Then let's get you ready for the 5K walk. All right, yeah, I know how big. Oh, Big Juice, I forgot about you. I'm sorry, Big Juice from the Buckeye State was here. Sorry, Steve. Oh my God, thank you for posting that. He was here also. Thank you. Yeah, he likes the 100 years ago. I don't know about the get you ready for your 5K walk today. Yeah, for the walk. We may or may not take a walk because we're going to be busy the rest of this week. So. We're sort of lollygagging as far as taking the walk there, me and the missus. So thank you, Big Juice, for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Might stay strong. There you go, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And as far as that goes. So you guys, again, the people that are listening on the audio port, we repurpose the audio over there on Spotify for Creators. Thank you for your listens over there on my Spotify channel at Fireman Rich over on Spotify. Greatly appreciate that. And the people that are watching the replay, thank you very much. And the people that are watching live, that they come in the chat, I say thank you to you also. Greatly appreciate it. The numbers show. You may not be in here and stuff like that. Let's see. Big Juice says, do you remember your first walk with the missus? Oh, man, you're talking years ago. We used to run. She used to do the run. I was into my running. I got her into running for a little bit. She got up to where she could do 3 miles and stuff. That's back old. You're talking something 39. We've been married 39 years ago. I'm not going to. I vaguely remember Big Juice trying to prolong the broadcast here. But we got to get going, folks. We've been on for 2 hours. Thank you very much for being here. You all have a great day wherever you may be on this big blue marble. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay. I like X. X is a great place to be hanging out at. That's where I post everything as far as what I'm doing at, okay? There's some other platforms I post on like Facebook and Truth Social, Blue Sky. I post on those, but I don't post everything. On X, I post everything. And you too, Big Juice. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. So follow. You know, you don't have to follow me, but if you want to know what I'm doing, that's where it's at. I'm over there on X, and that's where I post. I do appreciate the follows here on the various live stream platforms. Very greatly appreciate those follows. Thank you very much. All right, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and have a great day today. And I probably won't see you until this weekend, maybe. Okay, so you guys have a good rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your week, working towards the weekend. And but after this broadcast, I'm on my weekend, folks. So you all have a great one, and we'll see you. I'll be back Saturday in some capacity as far as that goes. So you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. Oh, that's not it. We want skateboard. There we go. There we go. Ciao for now.